Yo, 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 what up, sickos? This is the DFS Sickos podcast. Smitty, what's up? We're back for the year. What you got going over there? You pumped?
Dude, these DFS lineups are so much fun to make, and now that we have week one on its way, oh God, I'll tell you what, honestly, it's been a little stressful because we don't really have the data we need to make strong decisions. So I've been trying to decide between this quarterback, between this flex, between this tight end. I think I'm all right. I think I have a good game plan, but we'll see.
We are going to find out. But for all you listeners, all right, you guys aren't used to the DFS pod, our Dynasty BS community out there. This is the other side of our pod we do. We kept it private last year, but we're going to have some fun. We are missing something. Are we missing something, Smitty? What are we missing? We got to be missing something, right? We're missing, what are we missing?
We are missing our, we are missing the teacher, man.
The professor.
The
The professor's
professor.
not here. So on the real, Cassidy, he's our third that we do this with. He runs the Sickos community. We run the BS community. So we'll just call it the BS Sickos, DFS, whatever we want to do. He's got a brewery and it's Oktoberfest, so he can't make it on this one. He's bummed, but he'll be in and out of these. But here's what we got. Look at for everyone in our dynasty leagues. I'm putting this out there. I'm going to put the link. This is our DFS community. We're doing a $10 entry. And then we get prizes at the end for the number of first place finishes you have. It's a year-round thing. We'll also run some dailies in there as well. We do water bets. You're going to see us soaking wet on this show. DFS is by far some of the funnest ways to have fun, especially while podcasting. And you know what, Smitty, we are both dry this week, but this will be the only week that somebody doesn't get wet.
Oh my goodness. Hey, let's see if I can go for a streak.
Yeah. You got anything for the listeners? You want to hype it up to them before we get in here? We're gonna read you our lineups, talk to you a little bit about our feelings about it, and then we're gonna roll.
Dude, ladies and gentlemen, just get in on these, okay? You might hear our lineups and be like, "Oh wow, I could totally exploit them." If that's how you feel, jump on in. If you look at our lineups and say, I like that value, but I can't stand that value," get in. I mean, we just want to play with as many people as we can because this is such a fun competitive thing that we love to do. So, shout out to DFS.
We do pretty good, man. You know what? I always take the approach in these DFSs like I don't care if I'm last. I want to be first, so I'm gonna shoot for the moon, the stars, and you know what? It's not gonna work out some weeks, you know. So let's get into it, Smitty. What we're gonna do, our listeners, we're gonna read off our lineup. We usually have a third on here. We'll talk about what our start of the week is. We're gonna give you some advice around. Usually Cassidy's the advice guy, but I'll step in and give some advice today, and we're just gonna have some fun. Smitty, talk to me about who is your quarterback in DFS this week.
Ladies and gentlemen, I went up and down, left and right, and I had such a hard time trying to figure out who I'm going to start at quarterback. But this guy has been one of my favorite rookies coming out, and I think I'm just going to go for it. I have Jaden Daniels versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for 5,700. I can't wait to see his game.
Is this rookie fever? Is this pick from the heart, or do you really believe he's got it
It's both. It's really a
this week?
combination of both, but more so rookie fever. Like if I don't really have the data I need to go in on a week one, let's just play with the heart and see how that goes.
I didn't put any rookie quarterbacks in my lineup. I actually wasn't even thinking about any of the rookies because, Smitty, I went into this today. I usually don't build around quarterbacks. Like, I'll figure that out as I'm building the team. Like, there wasn't even a question of who I'm starting this week, and I
Oh,
just put him in my lineup and I built it from there. Trevor Lawrence
oh,
is my QB start of the week. $6,200 going up against the man that led the NFL in passing last year, Tyreek Hill. Dolphins are going to put up some points, but I think this is a level up year for Trevor Lawrence. I think they're going to be behind, and I think he's going to be throwing the ball quite a bit. And I like he's got some new weapons out there. So Trevor Lawrence, 6,200. How much was JD5?
he was 57.
57? Oh, cheaper. All right. We're going to see where you spent that money. Read me off your two running backs this week.
All right, so my first running back is Kenneth Walker for 61. He is playing against Denver, correct? Nope. He is playing against. Sorry, one second. Where is his matchup? Look, all I'm saying is Kenneth Walker is one of the true workhorses in the league, and he is very efficient with it. So I'm very excited. And for 61, I really couldn't complain.
All right, who's your second RB?
Oh, my second one is going to be Zamir White for 5,700 against the Los Angeles Chargers. I actually, whoa, what? Okay, never mind the matchups. I have them all wrong on my. And anyways, again, I went with another workhorse. He's gonna get so many touches. He's gonna. I actually predict a couple of touchdowns.
He's going to get everything. Alexander Madison's just going to spell him. I frigging love it. How much was White again?
Zamir White was 5,700,
And Kenneth Walker?
and Kenneth Walker was 6,100.
All right, you're going cheap in your running back room. Smitty, you want to know what I did? This is going to surprise you.
Okay.
I spent some money on running backs, baby. I went Jonathan Taylor at 7,800. 7,800. I don't even care. He's playing Houston. I want to believe he's going to be a strong RB this year. And I went Bijan Robinson for 7,700 against Pittsburgh because you know what I saw over the first two games of the season? I saw teams that were disorganized, offensive lines that needed to kind of get it together, defensive lines that needed to get it together, but it just looked a little bit chaos.
Mm-hmm.
And I want the dudes touching the football, so I think I'm going with two top five backs this week in JT and Bijan Robinson. Now,
It's terrifying.
I spent a lot. So we'll see where I spent the rest. Who you got for your three wide receivers?
All right, so just to stack with Jaden Daniels, I have Terry McLaurin for 56 against the Buccaneers. Not the most exciting matchup, but I got me a stack, so I'm excited to see how that works out. Test Terry McLaurin for 56. Uh, we have another wide receiver battle in Justin Jefferson for 8,400, as well as Malik Neighbors for 5,900. I just believe these two are low key the only targets on their offenses, so I'm expecting a lot of receptions for both. And what's so cool about this is that they're playing each other, so it's gonna be a reception off. I hope.
Man, I'm thinking I didn't pick the right wide receivers. You're selling me a little bit there, Smitty.
That's what I'm
I
hoping.
mean, Neighbors at 5,500
Yeah,
target share. He's
59.
gonna get 25% at least. All right, my three wide receivers. I ripped it out and I went straight to the heart week one. I don't even care. I spent so much damn money on my running backs. Marvin Harrison, 7,200. Go Cards, baby. Tank Dell, $5,500. And Brian Thomas Jr. for my stack on my QB for $4,700. I got rookie fever, baby. I got rookie fever in the wide receiver room.
I am so impressed with their prices. Like Tank Dell, that might be the pick of the week right there. I love that. For 55, you said?
55. I just remember, I'll never forget CJ Stroud literally after the draft. Go get Tank Dell.
Fire.
This is his dude. This is his call. It's like Babe Ruth shooting for the friggin' fences. This was his call. He's going to use him in the dude. I mean, come on. Come on. All right,
I
give me your
love that.
tight end.
On our Dynasty pod, we were talking about Zach Ertz, and I was like, you know what? Ben Sinnott is a little cheaper, but Zach Ertz is a veteran. If we just want to win week one, talking about the Commanders, they got to get the vet out there. So I got Zach Ertz at 3,600 for my tight end to just do a triple stack here.
Man, I feel like you listened to me too much on the pod we recorded before this because I like it. I like it. There's a lot of people that like it, and you know what? Someone's got to get the football right. All right, man. My start of the week, the absolute start of the week for me, full blown. Like I put my QB in there, and then I put my tight end right after that. Start of the week. Who the hell is Justin Burrow going to throw the football to? Who's he going to throw the football to?
Ooh, I mean, if Chase is not playing and Higgins is too hurt, we got rookies, we got random wide receiver threes. I think you might have to go to that tight end, huh?
I think we're going to need to go to Mike Gesicki, baby. Let's go. I got him dialed in as my
Fire.
start of the week. $3,000. Doesn't get any cheaper than that.
Wow, how
Who's your flex?
amazing. So I decided to bring back the stack with my Jaden Daniels, Zach Ertz, Terry McLaurin stack, and I went with Chris Godwin for 5,800. I'm excited to see his role in the slot. I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be juicy. I'm excited.
I didn't have the money for him. I would have done it. I like that call quite a bit. My flex of the week, I'm at like, you know what? If you're not first, you're last. I'm going for something big here. I don't know if I'm going to get it. Tajay Spears,
Ooh,
$5,100. Give it. No ACL, no MCL. I don't even know if you got a knee, bro, but you got 4.3 speed. So let's just let it rip.
dude, your lineup is
Defense.
value, value,
I
value.
can't wait to see who you got in your D.
And for my defense, I have Raiders going against the for 2,800, going against the Chargers, who I think is going to be a mess offensively.
We agree. Raiders are my defensive spot. I had no more money for anything else, and I sold myself on not having any wide receivers. And Antonio Pierce likes to play that high T offense. All right, Smitty, read me your team. We'll get out of here.
All right, so for quarterback, I got Jaden Daniels for 5,700. Running backs is Kenneth Walker for 61, and Zamir White for 57. Wide receivers, we got Terry McLaurin for 5,600, Justin Jefferson for 8,400, and Malik Neighbors for 5,900. My tight end is Zach Ertz for 3,600. My flex is Chris Godwin's for 5,800, and my defense is Raiders for 2,900.
Hot fire. Who's your start of the week in there?
I'm thinking Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker. I'm very excited for what he's going to do to the Broncos defense, which has kind of gotten lighter at the front. So I'm feeling good. Shout out to Pat
I
Surtain.
really like your team. I think that's got winning potential. But you got to go against Trevor Lawrence, 6,200, Jonathan Taylor, 7,800, Bijan Robinson, 7,700, Marvin, Maserati Harrison Jr., 72, the Tank Dell, baby, 5,500, Serial Killer BT Jr., 47, Mike Gesicki, start of the week, 3,000, Tajay Spears at 5,100, and then the best matchup defense I could afford, Raiders at $2,800. So, Smitty, you
Cool.
mentioned something. Tip of the week before we get out of here. You
All
were
right.
talking about bringing back the stack. Number one rule, bring back the stack. Unless you can't afford to bring back the stack like I just did, and I can't bring it back, so I'm just going a stack.
Maybe the stack you're going against probably sucks, and all like your best option is like a Khalil Shakir. I don't know.
Is what it is. All right, you sickos. All you that are listening to this and jumping in this for the first time, $10 buy-in. The person who has the most first place finishes at the end of the year cashes. There's also for second and third as well in there. We're going to run some daily fantasy, just mess arounds in there as well. Jump in, get in the sickos community. We're going to have some fun, and we are going to get wild on these little 10, 15-minute podcasts. Cheers, all.